faithfully delivering value and interpreting great books from around the world. Hi, this is Sally with Book Talks. Today, I'm going to talk about a book that's absolutely amazing, Tokyo Honya. In Japanese, Onya simply means bookstore. When Japanese people say Onya, they often add san to it. So Onya-san is an affectionate term for small bookstores. Tokyo is one of the cities with the highest number of physical bookstores in the world. In 2014, Tokyo had 1,496 physical bookstores, averaging one for every 25,000 people. With one bookstore per 25,000 people, small bookstores are everywhere, playing a vital role in Japanese life. And after work, office workers stop by the Hanyasan near subway or bus stations to browse magazines and then take one home. Students rush to nearby small bookstores after school to buy the latest manga magazines. Many tourists visiting Japan also enjoy strolling through unique, small bookstores to experience Tokyo's cultural life. The book Tokyo Honya we're discussing today is like a tour of Tokyo's small bookstores. Its author, Yoshi Shinobu, is a Japanese writer who creates in Chinese and currently lives in Beijing. She studied abroad in Chengdu, farmed in southern France, and later worked as an economic news editor. She is proficient in Chinese writing, and her works often appear in publications like Ziri Duku and Southern Weekly. Tokyo Honya was written directly in Chinese by her. In Tokyo Honya, Yoshi Shinobu visited 10 of Tokyo's most distinctive small bookstores, interviewing owners, staff, and others in the book industry, vividly showcasing the features and operations of Tokyo's small bookstores. So, what are some small bookstores in Tokyo worth visiting? If bookstores are places where people and books meet by chance, how do Tokyo's Onya-san create these encounters? Now, let's dive into the content of the book. In the heart of every native Tokyoite, there might be a favorite Onya-san of their own. It's likely a station front bookstore, meaning those near bus or subway stations. Japan's rail transit is highly developed. Everyone goes to stations for work or school. After exiting, it's just a few steps to enter a shopping street. Walking down the street, you can conveniently buy daily necessities, dinner ingredients, and more. If you don't want to cook, there are many teishokuya. You can go to izakaya. And in this everyday station front scenery, bookstores are indispensable. Station front bookstores offer a wide variety of books, including periodicals, magazines, bestsellers, and bunkobon, those portable and affordable paperbacks. You could say these ordinary station front bookstores showcase the most authentic Tokyo life. One station front bookstore particularly loved by author Yoshi Shinobu is Kinosha Shoten, located near Nishi Ogikubo Station on Tokyo's GR Choa line, just one stop from famous Kichijoji shopping district. Young Yoshi would browse here while waiting to meet friends. Kinosha Shoten has comprehensive selections, with staff thoughtfully arranging books by theme to create special reading nooks. For example, when Japanese schools start in April, student-required books get displayed together for convenient shopping. They also carry seasonal practical goods. Notebook lovers, take note. Every October, shelves overflow with planners that office workers and students snap up. Many young moms buy household account books to track expenses or set savings goals. Beyond these neighborhood spots, Tokyo has themed bookstores like music or beer-focused ones. Both their curated selections and interior designs are wonderfully unique, absolutely worth visiting. Shibuya's SPBS ranks among Japan's most beloved small bookstores. Its front section is the bookstore. Behind glass, editors work where browsing customers can observe them. Then there's Morioka Shoten, selling just one book weekly. This 15 square meter space in Ginza's Suzaki building features just an antique desk, cabinet, chairs, and movable book table. Each week's single book is accompanied by an exhibition exploring its content. One week featured Finnish author Tove Jansson's novels, creator of the Moomins. While Moomins are iconic in Japan, their original novels are lesser known. So sculptor Hideo Sawada created thematic wooden sculptures, sparking interest through art while deepening literary understanding. Morioka Shoten's founder, Michiyuki Morioka, believes presenting books through three-dimensional displays can transport readers directly into the world of literature. And if you visit Tokyo's Haneda Airport, you absolutely must check out Book Fuji. That's Fuji Bookstore. Many people go to Haneda Airport just to shop at drugstores and duty-free shops. But actually, Fuji Bookstore is quite remarkable too. Founded in 1974, it has 25 years of history. Being located in the airport, many customers are aviation professionals like pilots, flight attendants, and technicians. To meet their needs, the store stocked aviation-related books, gradually becoming a mecca for aviation enthusiasts. Fuji Bookstore isn't large, only about 30 square meters. Various airplane models hang from the ceiling, shelves display beautiful aircraft photos, and it carries all aviation books found in big stores. Aviation fans make special trips here. You can also buy flight logs, record sheets, even specialized gloves and notebooks for flight operators. Fuji Bookstore is truly an enduring presence at Haneda. While neighboring shops come and go, it's thrived here for 25 years. But recently, the decline affecting physical bookstores has reached this shop too. From 2009 to 2014, Tokyo lost 179 bookstores. There's even talk that Tokyo's physical bookstores vanish at one per day, mostly small shops. The reasons boil down to three: internet growth, population decline, and legal changes. First, internet development. Books once hard to find elsewhere are now available online. For example, aviation books at Fuji Bookstore previously made up 30% of sales, but now only 20%. Small bookstores, curated selections are their signature advantage against larger stores, comprehensive inventories. Losing this makes survival difficult. Additionally, digital reading's rise has impacted physical book sales, especially magazines. And for small bookstores, magazines often contribute up to 42% of total profits. Nowadays, much of the information in magazines can be easily accessed on smartphones. Secondly, Japan's declining population has impacted book sales too. For instance, the main group buying manga are kids aged 5 to 15, but that age bracket shrank by 5 million from 1990 to 2014, while the 15 to 65 group dropped by 8 million. Finally, adding insult to injury, the protective laws for small shops were abolished. In the past, Japan had a law called the Large-Scale Retail Store Law. This law started in 1974 to prevent big corporations from opening stores in commercial districts. That way, wealthy big businesses wouldn't monopolize the whole street's economy, safeguarding small shops' profits. In 1997, after this law was scrapped, small shops found survival even tougher. For example, people don't go to veggie shops for vegetables or butcher shops for meat anymore. And just by walking into a hypermarket, you can get all your ingredients in one stop, and cheaper too. Similarly, this gradual erosion of small shops by big stores has happened in the book industry too. Big bookstores have everything: books, magazines, publications, and sundries, meeting one-stop shopping needs. Small bookstores, though, can't match big ones in scale or variety, so survival's getting harder. However, to Tokyo's small bookstore operators, the key importance is creating a space for serendipitous encounters between people and books. Bookstores aim to, through designing the space, put a book someone would love but never seen before into their hands.
Okay, so we have you.
So, how do you design a bookstore space? Here, let me introduce you to a new profession in Japan: Book selectors, as the name implies, are people who choose books. They handle book selection and store displays, so they're also called bookstore display designers. Fukumoto Emi is one such Tokyo-based professional book selector very popular in the field. If you've seen the Japanese drama The Solitary Gourmet, in season 2, episode 3, the person the original author Masayuki Kusumi meets while shop hopping is played by Fukumoto Emi herself. Born in 1976 in Aichi Prefecture, Japan, she has traveled the world and worked as a bookstore clerk. In 2003, he proposed a design plan for the Tsutaya Books Roppongi branch, which got adopted. Instead of traditional history or literature categories, he organized books by themes like travel, art, food, and design, grouping novels, maps, travel essays, and magazines under travel, with Garcia Marquez's works in the South America travel section. Henry Cartier-Bresson's India photo collection wasn't in art, but the India section. The store's opening caused huge buzz in Japan, making Fukumoto Emi famous overnight. In 2005, he founded his own company, designing spaces not just for bookstores, but also revamping libraries for schools, hospitals, and corporations. Some bookstores he transformed saw average customer spending increase 3 to 4 times. Fukumoto believes book selectors invite readers into the literary world through enjoyable approaches. To achieve this, selectors must abandon sharp, condescending intellectual attitudes. Bookshelves should feel warm and welcoming. Before designing shelves, Fukumoto conducts extensive interviews to understand readers' needs. For a hospital project targeting patients, he avoided dense text-heavy books. Many patients lacked energy, needing books readable anywhere, like picture books or art collections. Redesigning a Yokohama Girls Junior High library, he brought dozens of books and discussed them with students. Surprisingly, they didn't read Haruki Murakami or Banana Yoshimoto. They loved anime and games. Fukumoto Emi. Fukumoto believes reading preferences reflect how different ages engage with stories, not literacy gaps. So he used student interests as entry points for book selection. For example, students loved a game called Fate. Fukumoto traced the game's scriptwriter, discovering his love for mysteries like Yukido Ayatsuji's novels. So he included Ayatsuji's works like The Decagon House Murders in the book list, and so on, building bridges through interests, designing bookshelves. Additionally, the specific reading environment requires careful consideration. Fukumoto Emi was invited to design a book corner for Toei Animation's new office, selecting many fitness guides and cookbooks. Why choose these practical books over professional ones like media history or Japanese animation history? Because animation employees sit for long hours, many suffer from neck and back problems. Also, since industry pay isn't high, many bring bento to save lunch money, increasing neck care needs. Cookbooks meet employee needs while offering reading breaks during busy work. If Fukumoto's approach is refined customization, this next bookstore is radically libertarian. This bookstore is called Mosakusha Model Source House. Located in Tokyo's Shinjuku Tuchon, it has nearly 50 years of history. While other shops feel curated, Mosakusha accepts almost anything, selling publications unavailable elsewhere that few buy, reflecting its unique history. Founded in the 1960s, it originally funded student movements. Staffer Shishikomoto explains, as Japan's economy grew, people rejected mass media influence. Thus, Mosakusha became a bastion for niche publications. Today, much of its inventory relates to subcultures. Author Yoshi Shinobu first visited in high school when a Fujoshi classmate brought her to buy Voshinshi. You'll also find studies on Japan's fringe society, death row inmate support reports, etc. Komodo notes regulars include Shinjuku office workers, but also Japanese public security, who buy political groups' papers here to monitor activities. Mosakusha's bestseller is Rescue Notes, Essential Reading Before Arrest, At 500 yen, about 32 yen, this book explains how to handle arrests, the importance of staying silent, life in detention, and so on. It might sound absurd, but the author Yoshi Shinobu affirms the book's necessity. He says when he lived in Tokyo, he often got stopped by police late at night while biking home for questioning. For example, when the bike was bought, if it had anti-theft registration, why he was biking so late, and so on. Living in a big city, it's inevitable to encounter police questioning. Tips on how to answer to get released quickly are also needed. All right, we're wrapping up our interpretation here. Every book is a small world, and bookstores are the gateways to all these worlds. Having talked about Tokyo's small bookstores, what does your ideal small bookstore look like? Feel free to leave comments in the comment section. Okay, that concludes our discussion of Tokyo Hanya. Notes are below the audio. See you tomorrow.